The late night parties, family commitments, and spending a lot of money can leave you feeling tired, guilty, and stressed out during the holidays.
Stress coach Nicole Porter joins us now with some new ways to manage stress. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So yes, this is the time of year where things can be a little stress-inducing situations like parking, shopping. What's your biggest tip dealing as we head into the break here?
So what I deal with is those hidden stressors that people don't really know are putting stress on their bodies and keeping them from reaching their goals or even balancing out emotional or mental stress.
What are hidden stressors?
Yeah, so hidden stressors are the things we're going to go over. So things like hydration, exercise, breathing. Yeah, there's a few hidden stressors. We just don't get that they're activating our nervous systems and then influencing our hormones, which can ultimately impact our health overall.
How do you know when you're actually stressed out? I tend to be somebody who always says like, nope, I've got it under control. I don't stress outwardly very much, but how do you know that you're actually stressed out?
Well, I think if most people do feel stressed, right? I mean, I deal with busy, stressed out professionals every day, and they go through mental and emotional stress. And if you're feeling stressed, then your cells are also feeling stressed. It's just that we don't pay attention to what's happening on the inside. And unfortunately, if your insides are under stress and not functioning optimally, then that means that your outsides are not going to be functioning optimally or look the way that you want them to look.
Let's talk about some of these stressors. So staying hydrated. I mean, I think that a lot of us are guilty when we're busy. We don't drink as much water as we need to do. So that's a stress.
And coffee and tea doesn't count.
No, it actually makes it worse.
It doesn't. I thought you were going to go the other direction with that. If you're drinking coffee and tea or alcohol, then you need an extra cup, like 8 ounces, 250 milliliters of water for every coffee or ounce of alcohol that you're going to have, or serving of alcohol. Dehydration can put stress on the body. It can influence hormones, which again means that it can influence your health outcomes, whether it's weight loss or having more energy. Hydration is really, really highly linked to fatigue. Dehydration.
How many cups a day you think?
There's no magic number. Everyone's different, right? So anytime you hear you need to drink 8, you need to drink 10, it differs with everybody. So it depends on how much you weigh, it depends on what you ate, it depends on how much you slept the night before, how much you sweat. So what you need to do is look at your urine. You need to look at to see that it's clear or light yellow.
So the color of a highlighter.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
Like that's clear would be ideal. Light yellow would be just about ideal. And then know that if you're thirsty, it already means that you're dehydrated.
So breathing is really, really important.
Super important.
But I mean, we're breathing. That's just something we do naturally.
Yes.
But how do you really emphasize it to take the stress down?
The way that I talk to my clients about it is that it's not necessarily, I mean, you don't need to look like Buddha. You don't need to be sitting cross-legged on the mountaintop, breathing, inhaling properly and exhaling properly. It's really about being still and finding those little moments, whether it's in a shopping lineup or waiting for your Wi-Fi to connect or looking for a parking spot.
So
those are
like
great
deep
moments.
breath.
Diaphragmatic breathing.
Yes.
Like 5 or just 1.
And just don't overanalyze it. It's really just inhaling and exhaling.
Mind you, if you sat in the middle of the mall, like Buddha, and did a breathing exercise too, that might be kind of novel. You might get people to do that with you.
Yeah, let us know how that goes.
Okay, I will. I almost did that this weekend too. Another important part is exercise, and that's a lot of people put it off, especially in this holiday season. Well, I got to do this, I got to do that. I don't have time to go to the gym, or I don't have time to go to yoga class, but that's still important. Right?
Definitely, and there's a misconception about exercise. This is a hot topic because exercise, I prefer to use the term movement because there's too many expectations around that word exercise. So my message to people over the holidays, anytime they're busy, is that every minute counts. So you don't necessarily need to be going into a 60-minute class or feel like you're just getting a really killer workout. 5 minutes counts. A walk around the block counts.
Mark does every day.
Walk the dog.
So when you say every minute counts, I find that we're trying to make the most of our minutes and doing as much as we can, but you say not to multitask. I know. I know.
I'm all for that.
I know. So there's a difference between multitasking and being efficient, right? I mean, moms or busy parents are really like the kings and queens of multitasking, but we're not our brains aren't built to multitask. You know, if you think of being in the gym going from one obstacle to another, that's what your brain is having to do. And that can be exhausting. It uses up energy in your brain. And it can contribute to things like anxiety or depression. It activates that part of the nervous system we don't want activated, which means our hormones are potentially imbalanced and again affecting your health outcomes.
There is a belief there that we multitask is actually a good thing. You're actually saying
no, it's not. We need to be still. We feel like we need to be moving all the time.
I feel like you just stressed me out with that.
My heart's going like this right now.
Baby steps.
And really quickly, screen time. You don't have to indulge in all these holiday movies.
Again, screen time is we're not just watching one screen anymore. We're in front of 2, maybe 3.
Okay.
And that screen can, again, activate that nervous system, impact the hormones, impact the health outcomes. So the more we can step away from screens, especially while we're eating, because that ties into multitasking.
Yes.
Right.
And you want your body to be in a restful state, especially when you're eating.
Okay.
Nicole, thank you so much for these tips. I feel like we can apply them all year long.
Yeah. But it's all right to eat breakfast and watch CTV morning.
And I'm going to get 7 down because I can't multitask.
Thanks so much.
Thanks so much.